So, dear student, today we will discuss our next part of the chapter force, part 5. So, in this part, we will discuss about the topic uniform circular motion, centripetal force, and centrifugal force. Clear? So, we will start with uniform circular motion. Suppose when a body moves along a circular path, when a body moves along a circular path, what will happen if a body moves along a circular path and if its speed is constant, then the motion of such body is called uniform circular motion. That means the motion of such body is called, the body undergoes uniform circular motion. In this case, the body travels equal distances along the circular path in equal interval of time. That means if a body start from here A, in first second, if it reaches here B in first second, the arc length will be the path traced by the moving body, and again in the next second it reaches up to C. So the arc of AB here, arc AB is same as arc BC. So that means in equal interval of time, the body starting from A reaches to B, and then again in the first second, in the next second it reaches to C, again in third second it reaches to D. So the length of arc becomes same, and the motion of that body along the circular path with constant speed is your uniform circular motion. Here, even if the body is moving in a circular path with constant speed, but its velocity is not constant, it is variable, because in every stage of its journey the body continuously changes its direction, and you can see the direction of motion at point A. If the body is moving in anti-clockwise direction, the direction of motion of the body is along the tangent drawn at that point. So this is the direction of motion. At C also the direction of motion is along the tangent, and at D also the direction of motion is along the tangent, and at point E also the direction of motion is along the tangent. So continuously the direction of motion in this circular path changes. So that is why due to the change in direction, even if the body is moving with a constant speed, its velocity does not remain constant, but it is variable. So the body is a accelerated motion. Body does not remain in a constant speed, just like in a linear motion. In case of linear motion, if the body is traveling with a constant speed along a particular direction, that means the body is moving with uniform velocity, but it is not its acceleration becomes zero. But in case of it, the body moving in a circular path, even if the body is moving with a constant speed, but due to the change in direction, its velocity is variable, so the body is accelerating one. Okay, for this motion along a circular path, some forces are acting on that body to maintain along a particular path, and that force is the force always directed towards the center. All the forces directed towards the center. These forces are directed towards the center on every stage of its journey. So these forces are your centripetal force. When a body moving in a circular path, even if it is in a constant speed, the body is accelerated, and that acceleration produces a force, and that body's acceleration due to the application of some force, external force, and that force is the direction of that force is towards the center. That is why it is called center seeking force or centripetal force. If keep one observer outside the path, and the observer is observing that the body is moving with a constant speed in the circular motion, what will happen? For that observer, he will feel that body will go away from the center. So that means that is a force that direction is away from the away from the center, just opposite to that direction of centripetal force, and that is your, this is the direction of your centrifugal force. This is the direction of centrifugal force. But this is the direction of centripetal force, that is directed towards the center. This is your centripetal force. Okay, these two forces are opposite in nature. Here, that centrifugal force can be observed by the observer, and you see this centrifugal force is not a reaction force. That you had already learned in your class 9, that for action and reaction it requires two bodies. But the centrifugal force is not a reaction force because there is no two body. If body is moving along a circular path with a constant speed, there is no other body. So this centrifugal force is not a reaction force. Okay, clear? So it is just an imaginary force, or you can say it's viscous force. So this is the centrifugal force. Okay, clear? So this is your uniform circular motion. If you want to write the definition also, you can write, if a body moving along a circular path, if a body moving along a circular path with constant speed, then the body is said to be undergoes uniform circular motion. Uniform circular motion. Is it clear? Now you can write. Should I remove it? About the centripetal force. The force directed towards the center of a body, the force directed towards the center of the path when a body, the force exerted towards the center of the path when the body is moving along a circular path with constant speed. Okay, that means the body under uniform circular motion, on that body a force is exerted towards the center of the path then that force is called the centripetal force. So, as for example, if you are tying up a stone with the help of a thread and you are rolling it, then what will happen? You are applying a force on that body, on that stone towards your hand. So the direction of force you are applying by your hand is towards your hand on the stone while it moving along the circular path. But for an observer, if he is placing outside, for him, he always feel that that stone is try to flying away from your hand. That is why it is the centrifugal force. Centrifugal force. Okay, this much is all over for your today's class.